More outrageous city salaries, this time in Vernon, California, just a neighbor to Bell, California, where the city finance attorney makes over $1 million a year. So, how could this happen? Joining us now is Chris Garcia. He's a contributor for the Daily Caller and has been covering this story. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So I bet that this is one story that the Vernon City Council did not want to wake up to.
Well, whether they wanted to wake up to it or not, they're getting paid $68,000 a year. And it's really a part-time, part-time city council. The fact of the matter is nobody actually lives in the city of Vernon. The city's website might say that there's 100 residents, but even those residencies are a scam. Nobody lives there. Earlier this year in January, the former mayor Leonis Malberg was convicted of voter fraud and conspiracy charges. He claimed to live in Vernon, but he actually lived in a mansion in Hancock Park.
Well, let's talk a little bit. I think we have a graphic that we can put up that shows you how much money some of these individuals are making, including the director of finance and treasurer makes $339,996 per year, which I kind of wondered, how do you even come up with a number like that? And then the community services and water making $220,000 a year. How unusual is this in local government?
99% of any other city, city council or city administrators. In fact, back in 2005, the then mayor, Bruce Malkenhorst, actually made over $900,000. He actually retired on a pension of $500,000. He used to ride to work in a limousine. The bottom line, these salaries are unjustifiable. I'm sorry, they are living such exorbitant lifestyles, they're robbing the constituents of their tax dollars.
Now, one of the things that they say, and the LA Times actually said that the Vernon's goal continues to be to bring to the city the most highly trained experts in the field with the best, most creative thinking to solve its challenges. This kind of expertise commands top salaries in the private sector, and Vernon has paid comparable amounts in order to bring this expertise to the city. Do you buy that?
Absolutely not. In fact, you know, I'm not sure why the media has to expose these kind of scandals. Really, their question is, where has the Attorney General, Jerry Brown, been? I'll tell you where he's been. He's been part of it. While he was mayor of Oakland, he was double-dipping, getting his own pension check while taking in a salary of over $100,000 a year for 8 years. He's flying around in his corporate jet and on his state-owned, taxpayer dollar funded jet to go see his donors and top and lobbyists. In
Bell, California, we saw that big protest take place, and so we saw some action result from the reporting. What do you think might happen in Vernon? Because there aren't any residents there, will the industrial complex that work there, will they be outraged?
Well, the bottom line is these are the businesses that are funding these salaries, and California right now has a $20 billion budget deficit. They need to close the gap. This is a rampant mismanagement of taxpayer dollars that needs to go toward closing a budget gap in California.
Well, Chris, thanks for your reporting on this. We'll keep in touch with you on it.
Thanks so much.
Great. And there's more Fox and Friends in just 2 minutes.